Hello everybody, Salty Walty is back. We got Jacob with us. Rob's going to be a little bit late. He's kind of running, doing some errands right now. So let's take a look at the Patreons. We have Brandon Markey, Owe Shipper, Azrael, Kaden Mikey, Casey, Cybaster, Dragon Spartan Nunny, Gundam Nuggers, Ibram Gaunt, wait, no, not him anymore. Jeff Dunn, JJ, Clav, Maverick, Momika, Ninja Guy 12, Peter, Strike, Tyler, Spud, Oni Savage, Pseudo Souls, Trelos, Alimos, Steel Talon, Minty Robo, your boy Burrito, Bird Person, Mysteries, Mercenary, Giver Taker, and Will Stab. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. Let's get on to it.
So you know what I learned today?
No.
There's a GBO2 VTuber,
Oh
and
god.
and they're actually like a famous manga artist.
Oh jeez.
Mm,
I don't know how I feel about that. Are they like, is it a guy or a girl?
Girl.
Oh jeez.
Kamille, be done. Let's do
They
it.
just had their first thing like 3 weeks ago.
Well,
Now
yeah.
they're partnering up with someone else to do more.
I'm not surprised. Now they're gonna pass me in subs within like a day.
You, what are you doing?
Like fucking all these VTubers, they just start out and then
Oh,
like
you
in
didn't
a
even press
week.
that on. Your stomach just froze.
Okay.
Oh no, their channel's actually already over a year old.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, Fossil.
Yeah, they just started doing GBO2. And yeah, they have like 77,000 subs.
Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah, but they're like a famous manga artist. I think their most hype one was like,
Let me see if I hit record. Yes, I did. All right.
okay, their most famous work is, let me look it up, because I recognize it, I've just never read it, is, the one where they make the elder sister one, or the elder sister one,
I don't
where
know it.
I've seen it before. It's like he wishes for an elder god to be like his older, like the goat one to be like his older sister, and they're like, yeah, alright. So yeah, whatever. Sure. Weird, but I remember seeing a lot of hype around that. Named Pochi? 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 Yeah, but apparently they're pretty accomplished manga artists, and they play GGO2, Mahjong, Apex Legends, and a lot of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
GGO2,
like-
they did.
I'm just upset, like, these VTubers, they're not, like, even, like, a month old out of the gate, and they're, like, almost at 1 million subs, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Here I'm
Well, see,
busting my ass.
this is one of the OG VTubers, I guess, because they've already been out for like a year, but like,
Yeah.
they're famous because of their manga. Yeah, GBO2, I watched it. Like a, it's them. I mean, it's super in Japanese. I barely understand. They apparently can read English, but they don't talk English.
Yeah.
Uh, they were doing they were doing all the multi missions that are in there right now. They got like, oh, it's an emo. They're
Kamille, be
super
done.
hyped. They got an
Let's do
emo.
it.
Well, that's fair. Emo's good shit.
It started.
What have you been up to, Salty?
Trying to relax. It's been a very rough couple of days.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
My team will take the lead.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not.
Ugh.
I just been on your face. I was kind of busy all this weekend, so I
Yeah.
couldn't really hang out.
Yeah,
But,
got the
I
scoreboard
saw-
on 76 done finally, and
Yeah.
got the head for the T65, which looks fucking amazing.
Yep.
Now I
it
just
does.
gotta save up and get the arms and the legs. Cavalry
Yeah,
tracks
that
is a
won't
little
take
bit
too
more than I
much.
thought, which are 700 gold, but that's not too bad. That's just like
Yeah, considering how much cheaper it is than like the actual armor.
yeah, so it's 1,000 for left, right, arms and legs, and then it's 1,650 for the chest and the head. And that's
Man,
what
you
I
gotta
decided
get
to-
over. You gotta get 1,500 or 5,200 gold.
Yeah.
Bleh.
But I'm
What?
looking
What?
forward
That's 200
to,
a day, so that's fucking. Oof.
which getting
5 days. 5 days is 1,000, so you gotta play. Just like 25 days of like capping out your gold.
That's alright. It's not hard to get gold in that game.
No, it's not, but you gotta hit your cap every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise it starts spiraling out of control. Well, I mean, if you play hard, you should get it before Steel Dawn comes out.
Yep. But,
Ultimate Brotherhood with the best power armor in the game. Like, yeah, you guys, it sucks.
fucking... I'd be able to look at him like, yo, my gear's better than your gear. Honestly, they should introduce legendary power armor with this update.
At this point, I feel like they should, yeah. But now then, if you're gonna make all of our power armor irrelevant, everything we got calibrated shock zone, we have to redo.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like it'd be worth it.
Yeah,
I know all the
power armor almost.
I
think it would make power armor almost overpowered.
I will make it to where
Because
they only can get one legendary.
The reason it, that's why you have to go on the chest or the head or something, or the head.
We'll make it the head and chest, not the arms or
Not
the legs.
the head doesn't have a lot of like in regular armor, the head's not used for much. So that would be the unique thing about power armor is the helmet's the legendary one.
Yeah.
And that way, other than targeting HUDs, which is like the most expensive one, but it's still nothing compared to calibrated shots, that wouldn't be too bad. If you make the chest, then you gotta start worrying about like putting jetpacks back on and all that. It was just a helmet. Because they already did that with the... They already kind of emphasized the head because they have that Old Man Winter helmet.
Yeah.
And then the Steel Mill T-51.
Well, I don't have a beam rifle now.
Nope, you don't. Thanks to your teammate. Oh no, that was Armor who shot you.
Yeah. Or I got my feet.
Oh, behind you. At least you got your Vulcans.
Yeah. Man, I've been using my angst from the past couple of days and got a lot of good matches in.
Oh, that's good. I've been playing a lot more verses of like next to using new suits and whatnot. Not pretty good.
Alright,
Finished unlocking the alternate costume for Garrett and Tifa in the Double X and Shaggy of Frost in the chest break for Sargo.
Yeah.
So, got that done. Been using the Extreme versus Gundam.
So I was watching some of that Battle Assault, the old PS1 game.
Yeah.
And what was that black Gundam that the red-haired dude was piloting?
The Hydra?
Was that the Hydra?
Or was it what? I mean, was it the Psycho Gundam 3 or the Hydra?
I don't know. It was not the Psycho Gundam 3.
Then it was the Hydra,
Okay.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
which is from G Unit.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one then.
It's manga. It's one of Gundam Wing's only side stories. It's the only really fleshed out one, at least.
Yeah. Look at the Mars.
got a Mars
right?
one.
Okay.
There's G Unit, there's Frozen Teardrop, but no one talks. Then there was the one in model graphics where they came up with a bunch of alternate suits. There's like where the Wing Gundam Lucifer and a bunch of them other ones are from.
Yeah.
Then there's another one where the Scorpio is introduced, and it's like the size of a Psycho Gundam, and it's a very short story.
I also noticed how like
much
beefy the Big Zam is in that game. They like really up armored him.
Yeah, Big Zam's big, bro. Big Zam's big.
Yeah.
And it's also on Thunderbolt now. It looks weird. Thunderbolt's just so not canon now. There's no way they can make that canon.
A lot of people don't seem to understand that either. I have to keep telling people in the comments like what Thunderbolt's not canon.
Like
the actions are, but not the mobile suits.
Well, no, now the actions aren't even R.
Oh, really?
Because like they invade Anaheim Electronics.
Oh.
Like that's never brought up ever in UC 0081. And also like they're mass producing the Gundam at one point, and it's like that didn't happen. So now the actions appear to not be canon either.
Now he's just going out. Going
He's just
ham
like,
on
oh, you're not gonna make my stuff super canon, so now it's gonna be super ultra not canon.
it.
Which this would be what the third official alternate UC timeline then
Yeah.
after Origin. I don't know. Like he went so ham. Plus, like the South Seas Alliance always made it really sus that it would ever gonna be canon. And now that the South Seas Alliance are like literally fighting the Xeon and the Earth Federation, it's like, yeah, no.
That they wouldn't last.
Well, I mean, you figure it's Xeon remnants, not like, so they're not like at full strength, and they're mostly using Xeon suits anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the Federation would just come down on them like, oh, but we mass-produced the Psychomo cycle. Yeah, that would help for a while, but numbers would eventually wear it down.
So
Like, say you got 20, the Federation's gonna throw 100 at it. Like, they're just gonna 5-1 that shit.
what I'm confused about is because doesn't the both the Psycho, well, at least the Psycho Gun, doesn't that explode at the end of Thunderbolt?
The Psycho Zaku, yeah, but they got all the engineering team for it, and they made a new one.
Oh,
out of the spare parts they found, and then now they're mass producing it. No, the only of the big two suits that survive, only the Thunderbolt really survives, and it's super damaged state, and they use that to make the Daryl's Perfect Gundam.
Yeah.
They use all the armor and stuff off that. But yeah, it's wild. They said they got space colonies. I think the South Seas Alliance are making the Big Zam in space. Like, out of shit.
I really don't like the way they're taking Thunderbolt.
I mean, it's cool. They just don't give a shit anymore. I can appreciate that. Just like that Hijack didn't give a shit about taking your bar. But, yeah. No, they're going, they're in the deep end, man.
Reload the fucking rifle, goddamn. Ow.
Oof. Yeah, I just, uh-oh. Saburo. Yeah, they're really in the deep end now, and I just don't know how to feel about it. Like, it still looks cool. I'm sure it's a great story. It's just, at this point, it's super not canon, and I don't know how to feel about it.
From above?
Ugh, I don't know.
I wonder if, like, Bandai's like, oh, well, you're gonna have to change a bunch of stuff. He's like, nah, I don't think I will. Okay.
I don't think I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it super not canon so people quit confusing it for canon. They're like, ah, okay, whatever. We'll still make money. Off them. Because the anime's confirmed at least for another season. Possibly 2.
Well, they haven't even finished Bandit Flower, though.
Well, that's season 2. No, that's when he got sick, so they divided that into 2 seasons. And then now that he's back, they can finish that up as season 3, and then all this fucking space shit can be like season 4 through fucking 6, I guess. Because, yeah, it's pretty wild. Once you get your bar back, I would take a hit just so you get health back.
Okay, good.
Before this fucking Hijack dies.
Oh my god, do it. Come on. Thank you.
There you go. Could have probably reloaded your beam rifle before you did that, but
I'm not worried about it. I can do the rest with melee. Oh, fuck. Super fast.
Like how all 3 of you clashed with that.
Say what?
Like how all 3 of you clashed with that.
Yeah, right. That's true power right there.
What do you know about power? You're not Virgil.
Virgil's not that strong anyway.
Virgil's hella strong. What do you mean?
He really isn't.
No, but like, they are, because Dante, Virgil, and Nero are playing on a scale that no one else is playing on. Like, yeah, maybe Virgil's the weakest of the 3. He's still significantly stronger than anything they go up against.
Yeah.
Because, like, bro, at this point, like, they're so much stronger than, like, Mundus and their dad, it's not even funny. Like, they're just, they're on, like by 5, they're on a whole other scale. Like, these, fuck.
Kamille be done. Let's do it.
Dante, Nero, well, I think getting Nero's the strongest of the 3, which is kind of a letdown, but oh well. But yeah, no, they're on, like, a whole other level. Bro, Virgil takes over the world and he's missing half of them. Like, fuck.
Oh,
What are you gonna do?
Don't forget where we
Marasai, why does it feel stronger than the Merc 2?
It's got more DPS. And these gems are weaker. Yeah, you run into Amuro or Quattro, then you'll start feeling it.
I'm still a little miffed that the beam rifle don't act like this in GVL.
Yeah, I wish it would have, but oh well. It's supposed to have dual fire modes, so they could have had it be a beam machine gun in charge just like the Jaegers, but I guess they don't want to give a balance like that.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with the new clan suit, this new Desert Zaku?
It's okay, so it plays like the one in the original game, except for it's got support type weapons like the long barreled machine gun, Zaku machine gun, and the prototype Magella top. Because God forbid anything else use the standard one. And
Well, I mean, it depends on its cost. If it's under like 250,
no, it's 300.
Oh, it's
The
right
same
at
cost the level 1 Zaku sniper comes in at.
But is it a support type?
Yes.
It is a support type.
Yes. But it uses
Yeah,
the
it's
shitty
probably
Zaku, the Zaku cannon
one.
downswing. It doesn't have a melee weapon.
Yeah, I don't know if I want this suit.
I don't.
I wanted Ramsagok, but... but, you know. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I'm super... It's
got the hit
cool that
missiles,
it's kind of a new motto. It does have the hit missiles.
Yes, it, they hard stagger.
That's pretty good.
So you're fully able to, hit with the, hit missiles and then go straight into, the Magella top. But I don't know what other weapons it can use. I don't know if it can take the bazooka or not.
I mean, if it can take the machine gun that's got the heavy stagger missiles, like, it can just be like a mid-range support and just CPS the shit out of it. Now you're making me kind of want it, Salty.
What else? It's got the EMP grenades the Recon Zaku also has.
Oh, the jamming grenades?
Yes.
That'll be pretty good. Yeah, I want it now, Salty. I'm not gonna lie.
Ouch. What's... Oh, does this take internal? No, there we go. Stop the AU forces which are attacking Jaburo base. Okay. I'm gonna go back with Marasai, because why not?
Kamille unit, let's
Something
You
different
fell
from the
from the
Mark
atmosphere
II.
with it.
Say what?
I said you fell from the atmosphere with it, just like Jared.
Yeah. Well,
Jared's son.
cool. I like the Marasai's design.
Yes,
I
it's good.
kind of want to get the Masquerade.
Me? The master.
Oh, that's so
What's
cool.
the? Oh,
What?
what's this? Browsing through my phone. Gundam Breaker Mobile. The Zabanya and the Harut are being added as like limited time drops, so you're gonna have to actually roll to get them, which I can take or leave. But guess what the free suit is?
What?
DJ.
Which one?
The base DJ.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Good shit. Getting the CPC right.
Ouch.
Let's see what this is. But yeah, it's the Baki and the Harut, and it's like, more than low stuff. Some people will go apeshit over them, so at least they'll enjoy it. I kinda like the Harut. The Zabanya is cool because of the amount of bits it gets. But like Harut out here being like GM drives for legs. Just like zipping around and shit. Like an armor still just in the Gundam.
Yeah.
Maybe they're giving him the Mark II they stole or something, but no. Yeah, DJ, that would be pretty fun. I wonder if we get any cool EX action. Probably not. Ooh, I wonder if they'll sell the alternate paint scheme from Narrative, because sometimes when they do that, when there's two famous paint jobs, they'll put the second one in there as like a bonus reward.
So the only thing from Narrative I want is those DJs, because those DJs look fucking sharp.
Well, I mean, they're just DJs, they're just repainted in Lu & Co. company.
Well, they're slightly modified.
Very slightly. Like,
Oh, get
you honestly probably couldn't tell the difference between them. It's not like it's like the Rick DJ or the DJ SER or the Amuro's Rick DJ. Oh, that's right. There's 2 Rick DJs. Oh no.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 3. 2 of them are Amuro's. I want to see if Amuro beats the shit out of the new Gundam with his DJ. Or Moon Gundam.
From what I'm read, he does. He really just shits on it. He gets banged up. He gets banged up, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, I'm not the original fight, the new fight. Because the original fight, it shows him fighting the G-Doors, not the Moon Gundam.
Oh. I get those 2 mixed up.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty... Well, I mean, it's literally the head and the Psycho bits that make it the Moon Gundam, and that's from the G-Doors. Everything else on the G-Doors is pretty different, though.
Yeah.
You should bring,
Yeah, the Gundam Mark II.
Kamille unit, let's do it.
Yeah, Umbro's new symmetrical, like, 0092 version of his Rick DJ is fighting the Moon Gundam in the last screen grab I saw.
How many
Yeah,
are there?
and it looks good.
Yeah, and Umbro's gonna be like, I'm gonna Ray, what are you gonna do about it? Just when he beat the G-Doors with a capable Titan Cyber New Type, like, by himself.
Yeah.
Like, get all over it. But, we'll have to see.
Who voices 4?
In this, I have no idea.
Because, like, whoever it is, her ability to go from, like, ape fucking shit to calm and collect is really good.
Oh, shit. What else? Gundam. What have you been up to this week, Selfie? Gaming-wise?
Say what?
What have you been up to this week, gaming-wise?
Went to hang out with my mom yesterday, helped her. That's really about it. My blood pressure's been like stupid fucking high lately though.
Yeah, I heard about that. I said gaming news, so like, what have you been playing?
Say what?
Gaming-wise, what have you been playing?
Checking around in Destiny 2, see what's going on in there. Did some missions.
Yeah, this update comes out in 3 days.
Yeah.
I think November 11th.
I don't have the money to get it. I really want to get it now, and I don't know why.
I think the Cosmodrome is going to get added free for all players, so at least we'll get something out of it.
But like, I really want to try out the Darkness classes because they look really fucking cool.
Yeah, I just find, like, I hope Destiny does super good, but I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Cause like, I keep on like, oh, I want to get back in. How much money I give? Oh, almost $300. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, that was my fault. And then like yesterday and this morning, I've been playing GBO and doing some requests for people and popping off.
Good.
Using my angst and my hate and my sadness, and doing really good.
Your love, your hate, and all of your sorrow.
Yeah.
I saw one that's going, Kashi, take this. My love, my anger, and all I saw. And he turns around and thank you. I tell you what.
Tell you
Hello.
what.
It's awful.
Hey Rob, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just usual stuff decided to happen all at once right before I was going to get on here. So.
Yeah, been there.
Yeah.
There we are. You were kind of sounding funny, but now you sound good.
Yeah, probably had the microphone turned too far, too far above my mouth again.
Yeah.
The dumbest thing, I managed to find the exact same model of headset I had before, but for some reason this one clamps my skull like a freaking vice.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
Oh.
That is not comfortable. That
Well,
means
when he says like a vice, Salty, what the fuck? It's like, hey, does that
very
hurt?
yes,
Yeah.
it's a very comfortable vice.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I like it when my headset is on the tighter side because if I like.
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
can
say like, hey, it's squeezing my brain matter. Like,
Well,
Yeah, just makes my ears hurt. So after long enough. So yeah, not a positive. So.
well, what have you gotten up to this week, Rob?
Mostly just the normal stuff. I got the Zissa last night, and
How's that?
that's pretty good. It's got so many weapons, I'm having a little bit of trouble juggling them, but it's got some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, I saw that some kind of like AOE missile that just like stays on the ground, and I don't know what that is. I've
It
only
has
fought one.
it has AOE missiles and it has napalm, basically.
I think it was napalm, but since it was underwater, it was shaded weird.
Yeah,
Maybe because it looked green. I'm like, what is this radiation shit? What is this?
yeah. I'm assuming napalm is the idea, but yeah, there's one that does like an AOE damage when it hits the ground, and another one that does like continuous fire damage if you land enough of them. So it's got some pretty good stuff going on, and it's just gonna take some practice, I think. But probably there will be a round with that live by the time everybody sees this video. So
Not right now, Finn. I'm recording, buddy. I know. But yeah, no. I've been fighting Zessas, and I'm not impressed. I don't know if I'm just getting the people who don't know how to play, but they seem to be really easily advanced upon, and I'm not having trouble dodging their missiles.
I'm kind of torn on how to best use it yet. The missiles I do have a little trouble landing those. I think just because of the thing where I think all three kinds of missiles alternate which shoulders they fire from, so it's just a little bit awkward there.
Yeah.
The main missiles, though, I feel like there should be more of them, but those can at least be fired while boosting, so
I wonder how this Zessa does against the Psycho Gundam.
that's a good question. I think the sustained damage would be pretty good there. I may have to give that a shot.
I mean, we can give it a shot. I don't have one, but we're gonna give it
I'm saving up till Christmas now, outside of a half-off step up because it's too good of a deal to pass up to 15.
Makes sense.
But pretty much everything else I'm saving up because I have a bad feeling it's the new Gundam.
Yeah.
And I ain't missing out on the new Gundam.
I understand.
Not just for show.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be like a whole set of good events. Make those make the new Gundam the promo, make the J Gun the giveaway.
I'm really hoping they just do like advances data out of nowhere, and then like the Hazel Reserve unit is the giveaway, and then they have like the advanced Hazel and other suits.
Yeah.
But probably not. Probably the new Gundam.
It seems likely.
Man, they're going way too. I mean, they're gonna blow through all the big money suits here soon, and then they're not gonna know what to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because like they're gonna go to Unicorn, they're probably gonna go to Narrative, and then by the time they get to Narrative, it'll be time for Hathaway Flash, so they'll probably do those two. But then after that, they specifically said they're not doing micro mobile suits.
Yeah.
So after, what are you gonna do? I mean, there's still a bunch of stuff in Sentinel they could add. There's my Gundam Mark 4. Smacked by your teammate.
I like all
Not 4, 5. You got a Mark 5. I want my prototype to open wolf. Do it.
As long as we don't get Mark 4, because that thing is like terrible.
Mark 4 is not canon. Like, it's
Neither is like 2/3 of the like a third of the suits that in the game currently. So.
No, other than I guess the Thunderbolt ones, which there's only 2, and the Gem Striker custom. Everything else is pretty much like the most
fucking
sort of.
Titans with the Zeta Gundam.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be it. I have to really think on it, but for other ones that wouldn't be. At least on paper, even. The SER would be kind of close, but it is listed as Zeta NSG and not whatever the hell Pirate Sword of Me or Ophelia was.
Yeah.
And there's only one suit from Sentinel. It'd be nice to get more. Give me the Nero. Give me Mark 5. Give me the... Oh man, could you imagine space only the XS boosters? Not the 303, just the regular one that has like Zeong legs flying around real fast. Oh god, they could make the boss the Deep Striker. See, see, the stuff writes itself.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta put it out there.
Get out of here, Umber.
They could do the space boss and then have the beach striker be the space boss and just fly around and be super annoying and hit you with a bunch of big ass beam cannons and you won't know what to do about it. I mean, there's still the O they can add. That could be what's coming, the O and other Scirocco stuff. Maybe they'll add the Titania because they're pulling deep.
Like I said, the reason they probably ain't had that is they just don't know how to make it where it wouldn't suck. They could just make it a great, because I was dicking around doing fighting the bots and stuff. The Psycho Gundam took my not Bishop, the what do you call that thing? The Isaac out. It's got the Psycho Gundam's got its own class. It's a gray unit.
Yeah.
So they could just make the that where it doesn't get any buffs fighting any suits, but doesn't take any extra damage from any of the classes.
Would be interesting. I could see them adding some kind of new class to to complicate things as we go on.
I mean, they could just give it all the different kinds of armor, give it a biosensor mode, but not call it bios, just call it like psychic pressure mode or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get that big purple sexual energy aura around Scirocco's suit, and then just there you go. Just make it a raid. Because like they added what was the melee focused raid they had, or they had the SER, which is a melee focused balance type, which is super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
So it's like it shows they're still kind of viable. You just have to get, and then you figure the O's got a really strong beam rifle, so they could just give that just instant stun and some decent damage and have it be able to close in. Or no damage at all, and have it heavy stagger. It's just super annoying like that. I mean, it's easy to do. I think it's the 4 arms thing is weird in the Mac because they're having to do like re-rig a lot of animations to give it 4 arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then after they do that, it opens the door to the Psycho, Zaku 3, the gray one from Unicorn, and the Tortoise Critter.
Yeah.
And then also the Titania, I guess, if they decide to add that from SD Gundam.
Did that have sub-arms on it?
It's on the shoulders.
Oh, okay.
And it also has funnels, so it has sub-arms and funnels.
Okay.
Yeah, it's from SD Gundam, so it's super not canon. Like Salty said, there's already about 4 suits in there that are not canon. Basically, it's the suit Scirocco made to when he picked the woman that was going to be his queen of the new Earth. That's what her suit would have been.
Gotcha.
It's big. It's big. Bigger than the O. But, yeah. We'll have to see. I'm a little bit worried about BB right now because Bandai is going to really be wanting that money. And it's probably going to be the new Gundam. But I'm worried about what's happening when they go through all the big marquee suits.
Yeah.
And after Hathaway, there's nothing. You have to go back, and you only leave a couple things from Sentinel, and then maybe some stuff if you ever want to do Advance Zeta. And that's it. That would be the only other like big side story marquee suits you don't have in the game already.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I dig the sound of the Mega Beam launcher.
Mega launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually sounds like a fucking shotgun going off.
But I mean, you figure that's at least another year and a half of content before they're like, oh look, Gundam Battle Operation Next 2. Which will be annoying. I don't know. Next did so poorly outside of like getting a couple of whales. That's why they went back to GDO2.
Yeah.
So let me see. It's all kind of up in the air, especially since Bandai does stupid shit all the time. Like, oh hey, look, Maxi Boost, but oh hey, look in Japan, look, it's Cross Boost. Look at it. You console peasants will never get it. If you do the special melee, you just stabs him with the beam bayonet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Big stabby stab. I would hurry up and take this hit before that Nemo does,
right.
or your teammate does.
Oh. Shoot me! I'll kill you then.
I'm really wondering what the big 2021 Gundam game's gonna be.
Yeah.
You figured this year was like SD Gundam Cross Rays was kind of the big one, and you had Maximus come out.
Yeah.
Watch it be mostly Gundam Crossfire polished.
I
You
mean,
know what? I wouldn't care.
we're
I'd be
about
fine
to see
with
that's
another
the other
console
thing.
launch, so
Is it going to be on PS5, or are they gonna do like just PS4 or both?
I suspect if we see a console game anytime soon, it'll probably be set up for PS5.
I'm kind of hoping for another single player game.
Yeah.
Kind of wore out on gacha based games and or fighting games.
Yeah.
You figure we haven't had a single player Gundam game that isn't an SD game since Side Stories,
Yeah.
so it would be nice. Yeah.
Wee.
Whoa.
Is that okay? So Jacob, your mic is hella fucking up right now.
How about now?
No, that's
Still a
terrible.
little staticky. Still kind of, yeah.
There we go. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Wow.
Wow, we. Well,
I
I
think
didn't.
it's the aux cord.
I didn't want my eardrums anyway.
I can't hear it, so I have no idea how bad it was.
I'll be happy
Yeah,
you
it
could
was a
hear.
thing.
Kamille, be done. Let's do it.
Yeah, it must be the aux cord. Must be
Yeah.
starting to get slowly worn out.
It started.
Oh,
Oh well.
I'm sorry, for.
Forward, stop. Don't fight.
Wow, armor with the nonchalant walk to the left slightly to dodge my shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd. Okay. I don't know why Zeta didn't shoot me. Swing 3 times, but okay.
It's straight, it's okay.
Say what?
It's a damn straight, it's okay. So Osterbeck passed away. For those
Yep.
who know,
Yeah.
that's bummer.
I'm a little upset about that. I used to watch him all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Did like 8,000 and something shows, with most of them being consecutive.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad because, you know, last time we heard about him, he's like, yeah, no, everything's going just fine. I'm
Well,
feeling
no,
very...
they knew. That's why he retired. That's why he had his final episode, and he's like, he's just gonna go spend his time in peace.
What you doing, Finn?
But, yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
In lighter news, I said it earlier, so I'll say it to you, Rob, there's apparently a VTuber who does GBO2 now.
Huh.
From Japan. He's a semi-famous mangaka, I guess.
Okay.
So, I've only seen the one episode, and all I did was multi-mission, and it's in super Japanese, so I was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, GBO2 getting some exposure.
I'm returning.
Good.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. And now it's gone. Damn it.
That's how it usually works.
I hate that, though. Because it's like it tickles you and it hurts, and then it just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
It started.
It started.
Oh, she's already had an anime made about some of her products.
Okay.
It's that one where it's the kid and the mom get isekai'd.
Oh,
mom's
that
stronger.
one.
That's
Oh,
one of
okay.
hers. And there's what, the elder sister-like one. That's one I couldn't think of the name of. Which I guess might also get an anime adaptation on my end. But yeah, plays GVO, a lot of Minecraft, and some Apex.
I wonder what her PSN name is. Wonder if I ran into her.
Oh, it's in there. I think I've run it. I think I've run into her in a custom because it is a low rank account. But we've gone to run into her in a custom. I think she was a power gen we kind of shit on. Now I kind of feel bad.
Cat's and a DJ. Oh.
Oh.
Get out of here.
That's cat for you.
Yep.
But yeah, they seem pretty decent. They had a big like multi-collab. It was fun watching. No fucking going on. From dialogue, I could tell what they were doing. So there you go. Really excited about an emo. They got an emo. From
Oh, nice.
Well, Nito was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Pretty decent. And there's that one American VTuber who does Maxi Boost. Die. Like, it's alright content, honestly. I like how I like yours more, Rob.
Well, I appreciate that.
His is more like quick stuff cut up and then made into multi-episodes, so there's a lot of referencing to stuff that you can't see, versus you focusing on the commentary. But it's still good. If you want Maxi Boost content with commentary, there's not that much out there, so...
Which seems kind of odd, but...
I mean, there's Minato Versus, who does, like, the technical side, and to be honest, he's probably the best Versus YouTuber, just period for the...
Is that the guy who does, like, all the stats and what type of attacks and combos you should be doing?
Yeah. So he does all the users
nice.
guides, and then he does, like, the meme videos where he found the hacker.
Oh, yeah,
who's
where he
using
was
the Big
using...
Bam in Versus. Yeah.
Which was broken as shit.
Yeah. Still lost, though. You're cheating, you still lost. Like, you suck. Garbage.
I hate fucking people that, you know, need to cheat to make them feel validated in the game. And I'm finally learning how to quick swap, or finally get that into my system.
Ah, good.
You'll see me doing that, like if you watch that Zaku Tank video I sent you, Rob. You're gonna notice me quick swapping.
Okay.
Or attempting to anyway. I fuck up here and there.
I understand. It takes a long time to get down, and let me tell you, now that I've got more places to use, I'm screwing it all up all over again. Anything I've had to add to, I am just not hitting quite right.
Yeah. But like today, and yesterday, I was doing a bunch of matches, getting some requests done for the Patreons. And Finn, no bite. And Finn, no bite. And I'm just dicking around with the quick swap, and I'm like, you know, if I can get this down, I'll be an infinitely better player.
It does help.
It's like, but I have to fight 8 years of muscle memory and wanting to spam the R2 button to switch my weapons.
I still just spam the R2 button.
There's no time. What are you doing? We won't last much longer.
I'm a plebeian.
Oh.
Oh? What?
Fucking Yazan on my team, I wasn't expecting.
Oh, I thought my mic was messing up again.
That's why you do this.
I think it's like Rabbit Sensei Gaming or something.
Not right now, Finn.
Yeah, Rabbit Sensei Gaming.
Okay.
384 subs.
Okay.
Is that the VTuber?
Yeah, that's the American VTuber.
Ah.
He's up to, episode 7.
I should become a VTuber. Someone please make me a 3D salt shaker now. Do it.
Easy. Let's facial animation. You have to do some lip flaps. Wait, and then there's, Pochi Maru. I think you can type now. Can't have it in like that. Tiger Pochi? Yeah, Tiger Pochi will do it. And we'll bring up per 77,000.7 sub channel. Super Japanese, so if you don't really want to hear Japanese, I would not recommend it. But the more you know. Gotta support people who make Gundam content.
Kamille here, I'm returning.
Because there's so few. At least
Yeah.
gaming-wise. There's a lot for, like, Gunpla and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I said,
I guess
I used
also,
to watch Jobman.
JHH,
Huh?
JHHK is back.
Who's that?
The dude who used to compile all of the Gundam videos
Oh,
and keeps getting taken down.
okay, so it's just gonna happen again.
Yeah, but he's back again, so get in on it while you can. It's not JHK Evolution, it's JHK the Collector.
Oh,
Or JHHK.
his original account.
It started.
Oh, he's back to that? Okay.
That was his original account, yeah.
Yeah, JHK the Collector. And he also does little Thunderbolt previews, so yeah. Yeah, he's back up to like 29 videos. So slowly building it back up. There's some new ones. Trying to keep them shorter now.
All he has to do is just invert the image, and they won't strike him.
Yeah, it's the audio. It doesn't matter. He has to mute it, and he's not. We all know the power of Bandai Namco's copyright on all of their audio ever. Which apparently is really bad on Twitch right now, because Twitch is having all their copyright issues. So all the Bandai Namco games are getting...
Yeah, I don't see Twitch staying around much longer now.
Twitch will be fine, because YouTube's dumber shit. But this is less like something like everyone's been saying, hey, you need to do something about this before they start enforcing it, and it's like, well, they started enforcing it and they're like 3 years late to the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like people like Pat Fairset from the former Best Friends Play, he had to delete like 1 million clips, and clips made off of his stuff because of potential copyright. Because it doesn't affect the actual like streams and stuff, because Twitch has this thing that they gave out years ago. I can't remember what it's called, but it'll mute the copyrighted music when it pops up.
YouTube's got that now, but so it won't work for like say this game because, well, the music in this game isn't really well known. But like say if somebody like Chief back in the day was playing that fucking song during that stream, it would be able to mute that song out.
Yeah. So they've had that for the main, like all the main stuff on Twitch. Like that's fine. That's there. Clips, which is the little things that other users can take your content, make a little clip out of it, and like share it.
Stop.
That doesn't have that.
Kamille can
So that's what's been getting flagged. Has been like clips. So like there's literally people who just deleted millions of clips that are related to their content. Like 6 years worth of content just deleted. So yeah, Twitch be like that. And you had that fucking asshole from Stadia. You guys see that?
Yeah. Well,
that was the dumbest take of all time.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what else? You know who else that guy is? He did Assassin's Creed. He was the creative director of Assassin's Creed 3, and this is when he had the take that the only reason Western games aren't as popular as Japanese games is like anti-Western racism and pro-Japanese bias.
Okay.
So this man's been making hot, dumb takes since 10 years ago, if not more. This man's out here just making the hottest of stupidest takes. But you know that when he made that, that's the first time Stadia has ever been trending.
Sadly.
And then Stadia's like, oh no!
Yeah, and it's trending for a bad reason, and that's
yeah, they're like, oh shit, we're trending. What happened? Oh no!
It's like it's really sad that
Stadia was dead on arrival, and everyone knew it.
That was a very bad idea.
The moment they said, yeah, you have to pay full price for games and you don't own them, everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, no. Like, that's stupid. If they were discounted, it would have been fine. Where, like, you're paying full price for a game, and you don't own it. And they've said specifically, we can take it away from you. So, you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just muted so I could type something for a second.
Oh yeah, I just got look. But yeah, Stadia, that was dead on arrival as soon as they announced that. Plus, they're like, oh, the cable companies will increase infrastructure just because of Stadia. It'll have such a market pull, and everyone's just like, yeah, right. They haven't. Not cable companies should, but like, it'll be like it's inordinately expensive because like in the big cities you can get fiber laid down quick. But if you're trying to get like through Tennessee laying down fiber, good luck with that. Like it's mountains and hills and all sorts of shit. Not to mention then you get out to like Kansas and you're running tens of miles of fiber before you even get to somebody.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, they should upgrade it. Like, we're overpaying for internet in America. Like, we just are for what we get. But at the same time, America is such a wide country that outside of the cities, that's where the problem is. That's where they don't want to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can understand that. Like, they should, but at the same time, that's like, you're spending millions of dollars for, like, hundreds of customers.
Yeah.
Versus spending a couple mil for a couple million customers.
Yeah.
But who will? They should though. It's just they're not gonna. Which, and like I said, I understand why.
Yeah, I was doing, well, wasn't doing, but I was watching some, history or just known facts or little known facts here on YouTube. And apparently our, electric infrastructure is 100 years out of date, and that shit should be fucking updated, but they just won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the
Oh yeah,
internet.
because again, you are literally covering thousands of miles, and then probably tens of millions of miles gonna have worth of wire you're gonna have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, bro. That's why they just do it in the cities and the suburbs. Because you start getting out in the country, that's when you have the 110-year-old power poles and stuff, and it's just like, there's only 40 people out here. It isn't worth doing.
Yeah.
Kamille here, I'm
Which
returning.
sucks for those 40 people, but at the same time, it's like you're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Hey, you guys been annihilated.
Yeah. Dead.
Yep.
Reduced to atoms.
Stupid. Kamille gets the O. That's funny.
Garma, was it?
Yeah, Garma's got one.
Yeah, Garma.
Uh,
Play the Gian, coward.
I ain't a coward. You know I like the game.
Not in this case, kind of garbage in this game, but other than that, I really wish this one actually used GVO2's needle missiles because these have like some of the worst accuracy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice lift. Speaking of accuracy,
I was playing the GAN the other day, and I had forgotten entirely that the hide bombs are useful now.
Yep.
yeah.
Sally, I fought again in Dark Space the other night, and I'm like, boy, what are you doing? Why would you choose the most open space map to play the most close-range oriented mobile suit in the game?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he did not have a fun time.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of got bullied.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I used the Zaku mine layer in the asteroid map. You got a bunch of kills with the mines.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
I just dash backwards and let people run into them. It happened.
Yeah, because they never expect the mines.
Yeah,
And I like start going behind cover and then like pop them and they'll fall on my same trail up and like mines blow up.
Yeah,
You know-
to be honest, I never thought to use them while dashing backwards because I thought I'd run directly into them and explode. So.
No, they always go out underneath you. Like
Okay,
no matter what,
cool.
they're always dropped behind you.
And
So if you're like
Okay,
dashing
good.
up and back, like you'll like see them go like out underneath your legs. If you go to the
Okay.
side, they'll just like drop a little bit behind you.
and it's
So you
like
kind of want to go in like a little S pattern to like lead them into the mines.
Okay.
That's a
Man,
nice
wish I
little
hadn't-
casual fucking 4,000 damage. Easy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they do a lot of damage. It's like each one does like 1,000. So if they get hit by multiple, that's however much that does. Like
Yeah, I'm
33
definitely gonna have to try that again soon. Pity I just published one, but oh well.
The machine gun is probably not the best option, but I run it.
I do too. I still do better with machine guns in space than I do bazookas or often beam rifles, just because the aim is a little bit too precise for 3 dimensions sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also my fun time. So sometimes it doesn't go great, but sometimes it's like, especially on that like colony map, you go behind a corner and drop all your mines, and it's just like, oh, you're almost dead. I'm gonna come get you, and mine's too face.
I feel like they mistyped it though. I feel like it would have done a lot better if it was a support.
No, it's good as a balance type. It makes sense too, because you just put a balance type, put a bigger backpack on it.
It's just feeding the gun to my beam saber.
Yeah, well, the Big Zam's cool. He doesn't look at explosions.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright,
Yeah, and destroy the Trojan horse. Gotta get it.
Fan, go lay down. We've been playing all day. Go
I
lay
kind of wish
down.
more suits had like more mines like that instead of hide bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hama-Hamas are like a nice mix in between, but still. Yeah.
That does so much damage.
Destroy it. Poke the white base to death. Riveting gameplay right here.
Yep. A plus.
Oh. A+ most engaging gameplay of the year.
Yep.
Okay, look. So much fun.
My finger got really tired hitting fucking R2.
Yeah. I feel like the draw seas times are effectively over now, though. Well, they just get so focused. Because, like, I have this one guy, like, he's good at draw seas, I played with him a couple matches. We just randomly came together, and, like, at the first match he did really good, and then everyone realized, hey, draw C. And second, third match, just shit all over him. We had, like, 3 suits going after him at any given time. So the draw C times outside of, like, very close combat, what? Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's
Uh-oh, what?
He's taking off.
Oh! That booger. Okay, that one's not gonna work, so you're gonna have to actually...
Man, that's fast.
I might need to restart this level. I'll just go after this.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had upgraded the GAN to, like, maximum,
Yeah.
they probably could have done it. But that's not worth doing. Speaking of white base, you see they're coming out with, like, new, like, foldable storage containers, but they misspelled white base on the side of them.
No.
Say wit base?
No, it says white BACE.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, they're these big, like, they're very popular in Japan. They're, like, foldable storage containers, so you can store, like, 5 of them in a really small space, and then bring them out, pull them out. And they're, like, they're like, decent, like 5-gallon size containers. And there's, like, there's a Char one, a regular Zaku green one, and there's the white base one, but, oh, wait, the white base is misspelled. How is C confused for the S there? I don't.
Not difficult. I mean,
But like,
in
just pull up your Wikipedia page, it's white base. Like, you don't even have to go hard. Just type in the Japanese for white base, and I'm taking for the wiki, and I'll probably say this is how it's spelled in English. White base. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
I like how Dozo's just a log standard Zaku. Doesn't even get charged, just a standard Zaku.
Yeah. No way.
Don't grenade me.
He did. He grenaded the shit out of you. He wouldn't have tried you more than Char did.
That's okay, because you're stabbing him as you go, so it all evens out.
Yeah. The only change I would make to the GAN if I ever had to pilot one in real life would be give it a fucking machine gun, get rid of that shield, and give it like a Go-Goog one or a Go Customs.
Mm-hmm.
Just to help with range.
Guess what? Makuve hates your guts now.
Good. I'm
But
keeping
no,
the sword.
like the ultimate, the best version of the GAN is the GAN Krieger because they get rid of that shield and give it beam guns from the shield.
Yeah.
GAN Krieger. That needs to come to GBO. I don't know why the GAN Krieger's not in GBO
I
yet.
don't understand why the Aos and GAN are the only ones in the game.
Because they're technically the only canon GANs.
That. Give me the... I want the other ones from Giren's Greed.
Yeah, I want the Krieger. I want the Krieger pretty bad.
That would be fun.
Give me a second. I gotta get something out of the fridge. I gotta get something
Sure.
Hey,
to,
well, Mississippi.
drink. I am
Drinks are
thoroughly
good.
parched. It's a good thing I'm like 2 steps away from my refrigerator.
Yeah.
But after watching that Maxi Boost episode, you did pretty good, Rob.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, thank you.
You're
I thought
fine.
it felt like I was doing better with that, so
Oh yeah.
I am happy to hear it.
Finn.
So you know how you knock
Down.
down the Sid really
Thank
easy
you.
with those missiles?
Mm-hmm.
That's what those missiles do. They just knock down bosses. That's like the best thing to knock down bosses with.
Gotcha.
So if you're struggling with a boss and you're just like, I don't want you to go anywhere, just missile spam.
Okay.
Because your Garaby will stop becoming effective because they'll just power through it, but the missiles they won't power through.
Good
It
to
fills
know.
their- it fills their stagger gauge up pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main reason why I use the Eclipse phase. It's one of the best PvE suits.
Hmm.
Trying to get good with the Extreme Versus version, which is like that one, first one on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just got such a low health pool. It's tied to like the lowest health 3,000.
Oh wow.
But its funnels are garbage though.
Hmm.
Some of the worst fucking funnels in the game. They teleport, but it's like it sucks.
Teleporting funnels?
Yeah, so he launches them out and they teleport away and then teleport behind the other person. And we just start shooting. But they're like the lowest damage funnels in the game and they're tracking not the best.
Hmm.
But they just teleport, so. The third phase of the Argos, I think it is, also has teleporting funnels. But they're like, they'll teleport out, then like stand in front of you and launch like a big Garaby attack. Yeah. That's what they do.
Okay.
What?
Rio wasn't having a good time coming down the mountain.
No, you're just beating it back. You gotta be that way sometimes. You gotta say Rumble Wall's side piece. No, that's his main piece. That Build Divers Battle Log should be starting here pretty soon.
Say
Next
what?
week.
Oh, the battle.
Build
Yeah.
Divers Battle Log. Which I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
Because like the Build Fighters Battle Logs were all pretty good. There was one that you were like, but the like they had Char versus
Armor and,
Ribbons,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's like, but wait, no, why does he sound like you? Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
there you go.
Okay.
I forgot he splits off quite a bit. Garmer of
And
all
then
people.
you had the one where it's like this serious tactical thing with the Rialto brothers, and then Majin just fucks it up for him just to fuck with him. Where he has like the big supersized perfect grade Exia come in.
Oh
what's
yeah.
funny. They're just like, bro, we're trying to play a sim game, and he's just like, no arcade though. And then there was the one I didn't like was where Kosaka and his like rivals teamed up to fight like all the Barzans and the whitish Shinamju in their Black Sea. Like I just didn't like that one. But... And then the last one's just a big ad for the Amazon Zeta Gundam. But it's
Yeah.
still pretty decent. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful these battle logs will hit it. Just have to see though. So I saw they
Yeah.
added F91 to Gundam info as well.
Oh, nice.
I gotta watch that. I haven't watched that movie in a while.
Man, so many people weren't ready for how dark F91 gets.
Yeah.
They weren't ready. They're like, oh, I've watched War in the Pocket, and that mother takes the shell casing to the head, and you're like, oh. And that girl's birthday party, and all the bugs, just in general. But then the ending, more to come, so that was a fucking lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading about that recently, and they always say that it was designed originally to be a TV show.
Yeah.
Not entirely accurate. They weren't really sure what they were going to do with it originally, so they basically developed enough material that it could be either. So, I mean, functionally, that's basically the same thing, because you end up with all the stuff that they don't really cover.
Because it was such an economic recession at the time, that's why they went like, they didn't even fix the model kits. That's like the whole, like we said it before, but the whole idea around the downsized mobile suits was because the molding was wrong. They were supposed to be as big as the new Gundam, but they ended up being made smaller than the regular Gundam, and everyone's just like, oh shit, we don't have the money to fix this. So they're like, think of an idea, make them small for efficiency, and everyone's like, go with it. And then now we have small mobile suits.
Sounds about right.
Which, to be fair, like the Strike Freedom and all that, they're about the same size as Victory and F91, so it's nice to see the trend has carried on.
Yeah.
Same thing for the Wing Gundam. The Wing Gundam is pretty small. No big chungus like the High Nu and the halfway out here just standing big. I guess the Grey Zion's pretty big, and the Resin Glaze Julia, but they ain't got that Chad energy. But yeah, they weren't ready for that. I was like, oh, that's War in the Pocket.
Yeah.
Man, War in the Pocket gets to a lot of people. I was never super tore up about it, but they were telling the story about his son Andy watched War in the Pocket and started bawling when Andy died. And he's just like, kid, you ain't ready for this. You're getting torn up over Andy. You ain't ready.
Even though you don't see much about Andy, it is a good death scene though. They did it really well.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a dumbass. Like, hey, don't push out. I won't push out though. No, don't. And
do it anyway.
The person NHC Productions who makes all of the Monster Hunter shorts that are really popular. He did a War in the Pocket, but it's MS Girls.
Yeah, and it's really
like
good.
Scene for scene
recreation.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, I think you showed me that at one point.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Apparently getting worded work on more. Yeah, and then everyone's just like, oh, you watched War in the Pocket, huh? Ready for victory? Or are you just depressed forever? Man. I was just like, oh, bikini baby girl assault, ha ha ha, and then it's like, oh god, every main character in the show fucking dies.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I'm attached to her, oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
This is like Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Because, like, literally, there's only, like, one female main character who pilots a mobile suit who survives the series. And she only survives because she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
One day I really do want somebody to translate the liner notes that Tomino did for the DVD release of that and Zeta. Because they are both titled, "This show is bad, don't watch it."
What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Tomino doesn't like anything he made when he was depressed.
Yeah.
Then why doesn't he ever just come back and redo it? If it's such a fucking...
He did. It was called Zeta Gundam, a new translation. Everyone fucking hated it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, I fixed the ending. And everyone's just like, but you broke the timeline, dumbass. It's like, oh, I wasn't involved with most of it. Fucking, actually, yes, you were, Tomino. What do you mean? Tomino, you literally made the sequel and Char's Counterattack and F91 and Victory Gun. Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, as far as I know, he wrote, like, 3 different versions of Char's Counterattack, at least, so I doubt it bothers him that much.
Yeah. Well, no, because originally Double Zeta was going to have Char come back, and they were like, it's time for the movie. And that's when, like, the High Streamer one came out.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't like that, so then they have the actual movie version, and then Tomino didn't like that, so he has Belichick's children.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just fucking pay Sayla's voice actress more so she was just in Theta and you didn't have to fucking make Belichick it. But God forbid.
Ow. I like the sound of the Xeonix beam guns.
Oh yeah.
I wish they got that in GVO. They need
Yeah,
more.
GVO
They
doesn't
need
use a lot
more
of
sound
correct sound
effects.
effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, we don't know. We don't know if the license would have ran out on those sound effects by now. So maybe they're like... Because, like, Bandai sound effects got used a lot, and maybe it, like, defaulted back to, like, the original series at one point. So Gundam has a lot of those original sound effects, but then there's, like, older Bandai shows that Gundam took a lot of sound effects from.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that for a lot of them, there's just like a generic sound library that everything used for a very long time.
You figure the re-audioed movies don't even use the Gundam's beam rifle sound
They
effects. No, like the English dub of the compilation movies, it doesn't use the beam rifle sound effect.
Neither does the TV version.
Yeah, it's like when they did that re-sound, they just didn't either want it or didn't want to pay for it or lost the license to it because like none of the original even in the Japanese dub of like the same time, they get rid of those.
Well, I mean, if I'm right, and they have been using that particular sound effect library since probably early 70s, if not earlier, they were one of the big draws of that of those DVD sets was supposed to be like the Dolby surround sound, and I'm betting those did not sound very good in that.
Probably not, but also the sound effects they picked were super fucking generic.
Yeah. And of course, you know, the problem that Tomino screwed up all the music cues.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, no, that's why the version. That's why when we saw the ones that got updated to Gundam Info for a while, those were the good ones.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, oh shit.
Man, so nice to see that. It has been a while.
So nice that they didn't get rid of it. It's still there.
Mm-hmm. I understand it's if you get the like one of the European releases of the Gundam movies on Blu-ray, it is on there. Might be British, might be French, but it does have English subtitles. That, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, it sounds like Tomino has done more damage to his own franchise than anyone else.
Tomino doesn't like his own work, and he's mad that it's celebrated.
I think to a certain extent, yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I think
like,
I don't even know.
When they built the 1-1 Gundam, he got super annoyed. He was like, "Why are you guys still talking about this? Why aren't you on to something else new?" And then he got annoyed when they took it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut up, old man.
Right, that's kind of
well. I mean, if he wants something new, he probably wasn't thrilled that they replaced it with the Unicorn because it's just more Gundam, and I have a feeling that given his druthers, he would not be doing that. But something else entirely.
Well, I think he was pissed because he was like, "Oh, we're just like he was just annoyed in general. Like he just got angry old man syndrome, and then like everything new he tries to do is not acclaimed, like G-Reco. And now they gave him it's like Bandai's like, okay, here's like 5 movies, fix it.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going.
The first 2 are getting ready to come out, if not already out. I don't actually know. I kind of lost interest because like. I like G-Reco's designs. The fucking plot was so rushed, it's painful.
Yeah.
I hope these movies fix it. Because, like, it has a lot of promise, but then they're like, that series goes from being the slowest fucking series to going into overdrive in the span of about 2 episodes. Like, there's, like, the starter episodes, oh, hey, we joined the crew, and then fucking it's, like, high speed all the way to the end of the series. You're thrown with all these different factions, all these new mobile suits that appear for, like, fucking 5 minutes, and they're already replaced. And it's just like, dude, fucking chill. They go from Earth to Venus in, like, the span of, like, 5 episodes.
Wow.
So they go from, like, the moon, which is, like, a big thing where they have to learn, like, the family history, and, like, basically just the fucking neo-zombies and all this shit. And it's like fucking go to Venus. Because we gotta get more Gundam shit. And it's like, oh no, there's gonna be a war, so they fucking hightail it back to Earth in like the span of an episode. It's like, what the fuck? It is so fast, and I'm just like, well, did you get attached to the character? No, motherfucker, I didn't. I thought it was just a bad fan dub, and it's like, no, it's just that fast. And also, Best Girl goes from being brain damaged to not. That takes longer than it takes them to go from Earth to Venus.
Okay.
She fixes her brain damage quicker.
I'm
Or
just
slower
like,
than they go from Earth to Venus.
well, back to Tomino. It's just like it's odd because you think he'd celebrate with how famous his creation got, and then he's just
No, he hates it.
And it's just shitting on
he's grown to like the original Gundam. He doesn't like to celebrate it as much as it was, but then everyone's like, oh, Zeta's pretty good. No, I hate Zeta. And then he's like, what about Double Zeta? Just fucking everybody hates Double Zeta. So it's like,
I don't mind Double Zeta. I don't care for
okay,
the
first half of Double Zeta is the first half of Double Zeta is nonsense. And you know why it's nonsensical? Because they thought they had a lot more time than they did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, well, Shard's coming back, so it starts getting serious, and they're like, no, we're just gonna make it a movie, so kill off all these assholes.
Yeah.
So that's why literally Neo Zeon gets fucking wiped out. Because they gotta kill all these fucking characters before the movie.
But it's just like, I don't know, it's kind of a little depressing to see, like, he hates his own
Oh,
creation.
okay,
I mean,
and there was a time when Tony was like, well, I'm gonna go make something just as good as Gundam, and Bandai's like, yeah, okay. So they started making War in the Pocket and 8th MS Team and 0083.
Mm-hmm.
wait, is that
And-
the... What?
Tomino left
No,
Gundam and
here.
didn't come back till Turn A.
Yeah,
So everything
apparently
that happened...
that route just dead into Jabra.
Oh, yeah,
That's
because
odd.
something happens in another route.
Oh, okay,
Ah.
so I gotta do this then.
Yeah. Yeah, Tomino leaves Gundam until Turn A, so everything that happens basically in all the alternate universe shit before Turn A, Tomino's not a part of any of that. And then he comes back, and they're like, oh, you want to make a Gundam series? Alright, here you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes Turn A. He made a few anime in between there. One of them was just like an Evangelion ripoff, which was okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, was okay. Speaking of Ava, that new movie I don't even give a shit about.
I'm
I don't
curious
even care.
just because I kind of want to see. I kind of just want to be
Hopefully
done with
this
it.
is the ending. I
Yeah.
hope this is the ending.
It's
'Cause
supposed to be.
now we get the 4.0 movie, and I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
I mean,
this show has had more endings than Gundam has had alternate fucking timelines. Like, we need
Yeah.
to stop.
I mean, Anno's even said that he only really did this because he wanted to finance his new indie studio, and this was the only way to do it.
So, like, there better be like, hey, this is the final fucking ending, because, like, now we're dropping aircraft carriers from space, and they're riding, like, surfboards, so, like,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Come on.
That should be fun.
it's in the trailer. And they're, like, dropping it into a hole, and it's, like, it's supposed to look like shields, but they're, like, fucking aircraft carriers using shields, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then for some reason their giant spaceship has a skull on it. I'm pretty sure it's made out of an angel. I'm just like, okay. This feels like Gundam Thunderbolt to Ava right now.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this? It's nice to see that people have, like, just started appreciating Ava and not calling it the best anime of all fucking time and just, like, are so far up their own asses about it.
Mm-hmm.
I never got into it.
Like, Ava's okay. Like, it's good. And, like, but for the longest time, especially, like, from, like, the late 90s to, like, 2010, it was regarded as, like, the greatest fucking masterpiece in media ever. By a lot of people, and it's like, no. It's a good show.
Yeah.
And
It's a
then they
good
start
show.
fucking with the ending.
Says Odessa surrenders. Okay, what am I... Does...
Oh, you
does
got a new
Dozel-
round past it.
Yeah, but does that mean Dozel has to die or something here?
No, I think you have to keep going. And it'll unlock later. You might have to go back, I don't know. I want to say one of these is like you just have to keep going, and then like another route is going to unlock for that route.
Maybe if you do have to do that one again, maybe you have to just kill a bunch of other stuff there before you take down the big tray. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. But yeah, like Ava, I always thought Ava was good. It's just then they started getting into too much mindfuck stuff, and that was what made it unique at the time.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, I don't like that ending. I'm depressed. And then he makes another ending, and it makes him more depressed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically when you
Ano
get
and
to the second
Tomino is
half,
very similar.
yeah. I mean, Anna was a huge fan of Tomino, so that's not really
Yeah.
surprising. I mean, there's
Didn't
just
Tomino
so
hate his
much.
death for a few years?
Hmm?
I can't remember. I want to say
I
there was
think.
beef between them for a few years.
Well, I mean, Tomino complains about everything, so that's kind of hard to say. But
We're so
Yeah.
no, man.
yeah, I mean,
Listen, bro,
I've-
he's been like for like 40 years. Everyone's
Yeah.
just like over it.
last like 5-10 years, there've been a lot of people who've translated more interviews with him, and it's really kind of interesting because, I mean, naturally with a language barrier and probably a Bandai person standing directly over his shoulder, the official interviews we've gotten in English over the years not particularly in depth, I'll say.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the stuff we've gotten since like last couple of years, someone translated a Char's counterattack fan book that Ano and a bunch of people put out, and has an interview with him and Tomino, and there's some interesting stuff in that. But yeah, just he kind of makes a little more sense reading those things, just because his big problem and why I think the success of Gundam bothers him and all these other things bother him is just he has never really been able to accurately express what it is he's been wanting to actually say with any of this. It has just never been clear to his satisfaction, and that is
Because he doesn't know it changes. His opinion of it changes like every year.
yeah. But yeah, there's that, and just whatever he's trying to communicate just does not come out the way he wants. And there's just there's like conversations he talks about having with other people where it's clear that the man just does not know how to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is why his stuff is like it is. Just like, man, poor Yoko Kanno. I forget what show she worked on with him before Turn A. I think it was Brain Powered.
Yeah.
And just she talks about getting the description of the music for Brain Powered is a mess, because most people when they work with her say, I want something upbeat here, I want something for action here, I want something this, and it's like, here's a list of the thoughts and feelings that I would like this piece to convey, and no information on what role it is actually supposed to serve in the soundtrack of the show.
Yeah.
So
and then
yeah,
there's the whole thing with that. Now he's just trying to spite Bandai a little bit in his old man syndrome.
mm-hmm.
Like, G Rekka wasn't supposed to be a sequel to Turn A, and then all of a sudden Tomino just declares it's a sequel to Turn A.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like,
Well, I don't want to be. I hope he finally, accepts his creation, before he dies, because he's
won't.
not getting any younger.
no, he just had his 79th birthday.
Yeah. Was it 79? I thought he was 80-something already.
So, let me see. Let me consult the sacred text here.
Yeah.
And he did just have a birthday earlier this week. I don't know how old
Yeah.
he is.
Because I want to say the joke was he's 0079 years old now. I wonder that was the joke going on. Your Tomino is 79 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
He just looks horrible. No fit, but he just got that old man on
Well,
him.
if you hate something with as much as he does, it seems, that does take a toll on your body.
Oh yeah. And stress and depression certainly do too. So.
And then, he got super mad when they made War in the Pocket without him. He's like, you can't make Gundam without me, I'm leaving. And they're like, okay, we're gonna make Gundam without you. Which, War in the Pocket has its own problems, especially compared to, Tomino's work, but it was very well received.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animation was really smooth, too.
Yeah.
The only thing that people bitch about was like, well, why is this Gundam so weak? Well, if you look at this, all the suits are super weak in that. There's none of them are tanking shots, other than the Alex tanking those chain lines. That's
Mm-hmm.
Well, Alex itself wasn't taking those mines. That was the extra armor.
Well, that's what I mean. But then other than that, like the heat, like it gets beat by Zaku. Like, everybody else is just like, bro, that shit shouldn't even be scratching it. Like the Heat Hawk makes sense because we'll put like the machine gun and like the little explosions.
Yeah, because I mean, there are a couple of times where, in the original Gundam where Heat Hawk chews it up pretty good, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
Heat
don't.
Hawk were in like consistent hits from like Magella hits. But like other than that, there's not much that hurts the Gundam that isn't a beam or a giant bazooka.
Yeah, I think it got. Was it the Gundam or the gun cannon that got its foot slashed off with a heat rod once?
The Gundam, yeah. But that, again, that's a melee weapon. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But like when it's going through all the, like the Santa Claus and it like blows off part of the Alex's Gatling gun, it's like in general the Gundam would just shake that off.
Yeah.
But that they just try to make it more fragile. I mean, same thing for the 8th MSK to an extent. They weren't really like it shows like destroyed like ground type Gundams like all over the place.
Yeah.
And they're just losing to fucking Zaku's.
Well, to be fair, the Gundam ground type isn't fully made of Luna Titanium either. That's just the chest and the anklets.
Just got a little bit weaker for a little bit.
Yeah.
Say what?
Double 83 uses it to an extent too.
Yeah, I feel like they're more in line with how things were in Zeta, because I feel like things in Zeta and Ford were a lot more damageable.
Well, yeah, especially the Mark II, but then again, I was getting hit with beams and shit all the time. So.
Yeah, and of course it doesn't have Luna Titanium armor, so.
No. You know, when it gets its arm blown off by a beam cannon, like I want to say like, including when it was it just gets shit on repeatedly. But it should.
Damn,
what would you say, Salty?
I'm trying to figure out why that mission's yellow. I don't remember what I did back in the day. Ouch.
Like I said, one of these is just you have to do another route and it completes. I honestly don't remember if it's this one or not, but I just remember one of them.
Yeah.
Because that might be the one where you have to do Char's alternate route and then it pops. His other orange route. But yeah, no, I hope Tomino gets those G-Reco movies done and it fixes G-Reco because like I want to like that series so much. It's like I can't. The designs look fine. They're different. I really don't like Mr. TV Headman, but
I haven't seen G-Reco, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Other than that, okay, so like they also don't really use the word Gundam like at all. I mean, they say it like
is it
twice.
mobile doll?
No, they're still mobile suits. It's just everything that's a Gundam just has the prefix G- in front of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like the G
Cell,
the G Arcane,
Nice.
the G Lucifer, which is like my favorite fucking design. Also Moonlight Butterfly for no reason. Explain that shit, Tomino, please.
Wait, that's in G-Reco?
Yeah, the G Lucifer has funnels and Moonlight Butterfly, but it's super weak. And it's like, wait, what the fuck? Why does it have Moonlight Butterfly?
But there's
what?
There's still that one route, though. Well, let's go and continue here, then.
But yeah,
or do you guys want to call it quits?
No.
It's 9 o'clock.
I think got time for one or two more if you're
yeah, try and finish this part. I swear to God, that unlocks and it's just one red mission, and then that opens up another route.
Alright.
So I swear this is like you're gonna be coming back and forth to that one spot every once in a while. Because like the Char/Quattro's orange routes are heavily connected with this one. But yeah, man, I want to like G-Reco so much.
Yeah.
I never picked it up due to I just, don't like the designs. I don't like the character designs. I don't like the mobile designs.
The Venus mobile suits is fucking next level. They're all because it's called the GIT Labs, and what do they focus on? They focus on Gundam technology. So they got like crazy shit coming out, and all their designs basically dominate the last the last arc of the series, like the climax, because it's just like, look at this shit. Look how cool this shit is.
So what was the story behind G-Reco anyway?
Okay, so it's several thousand or several hundred years after the UC. We actually don't get a concrete timeline since Turn A apparently takes place in between. Reguild Century, whatever it is. What's left of Earth is very dependent on the moon for their fuel because nuclear reactors and stuff like that are taboo.
Yeah.
So they have these photon batteries and they come from the moon. Where I'm just like, well, why the fuck are we letting these assholes dictate everything we can do? So they start militarizing to like go up and like we're gonna beat the moon people bad. And it just like starts spiraling from there because the moon people like see this and they want to take over parts of Earth because Earth. So like at the same time while they're building a military force, which is taboo, we're against their SU cordism religion, which that's a major thing in the century that makes no sense. Is their fucking religion.
It's like Warhammer
The
40K
G-Self
shit right
is a
there.
prototype from the Tosanga moon/asteroid people that was sent on a recon mission by the Defense Force, which is the Earth people.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting ready to have a war with the American people, which is like America, like at the same place that Turn A took place in, that same region. So they've built up their army too. So the pirate force, quote unquote, see that we're already engaging G-Self. They want to capture it. So then they send their armed pirate forces that aren't technically part of the American army but are to go get the G-Self, and then it kind of goes from there. So then it's like, well, the pirate forces are kind of the good guys, but it's fight America.
You there?
Are then.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, hung up for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah.
What was the last thing you heard?
It went on from there.
Okay, so like so they start building up their forces. You find out the pirates are part of the Americans, but it's like we're trying to stop a war before it happens because there's a bunch of warmonger people in America. And then they start going like to the moon to like learn about Ida's family and like all like it spirals from there. Like if it sounds nonsensical, it's because it goes from being really slow to really fast.
Yeah. That's one of those things.
Basically, that's why everyone says like Gundam 1 in the end, is because if this is a sequel to Turn A, he actually did reignite humanity's fighting instincts like he wanted to. Because like the American people have an army, the capital army around the space elevator is building an army, and they're in South America. The moon people are like, bro, we're gonna go invade Earth again. And then the Venus people are like so far out there just researching technology. Just being like, yeah, we're just gonna fucking give both sides guns and see what happens, because this shit's gonna be cool.
Hey guys,
They're
check
like,
this
hey
out.
man, what makes technology progress faster? War? Fuck yeah, let's go have a war. Let's go make shit cool. So yeah, like it has some off the wall shit, but it gets pretty good. The thing that annoys me the most is they're like weird, because it's like super vague on shit, and then they get super specific about other shit. Like, hey, it was okay to eat these people at one point.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a racism thing in there too, with like the people who used to be food source.
Oh damn. Game's starting to chug along there.
Yeah.
Froze there on me.
Oh wow.
Kuntala, I think there's like mask. The dude who pilots the Mac Knife, he's like an ex-Kuntala, and his whole driving force is on to show people we're not pieces of shit, we're not worthless, and we're only good at the food source.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I watched the first few episodes of that, and I forget where I quit, but it's like, I just remember, okay, this is getting extremely Tomino, and I am not in the mood for that right now. So.
Was it the pilot seat toilets? Was that what got you?
No, I was okay with that.
Yeah, no, he just like takes a piss into his pilot seat and throws some toilet paper in it and flushes. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, in a mobile suit? He did that in a mobile suit?
In the Gundam, yes, in the G-Cell.
Yeah, has built-in toilet.
Well, I don't know how I feel about... Wow, this game, though. Stop freezing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I
dude,
feel about that, but it does make sense. To be honest.
It makes sense for like long-range reconnaissance mobile suits, and those fucking close combat, short operational time mobile suit. But whatever.
Oh, so that Gundam doesn't have a long operation time?
No, the G Self is a prototype. It can't last and fight that. Like they try to take the idea of like planes, because like certain, like especially in the Russians, the Su-32, it has a kitchen and a bathroom in it because they're made for long range bombing strikes.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to be up there for like tens of hours. The G
Yeah.
Self can't stay in fucking combat for more than like 30 minutes. It doesn't need that.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
know.
Other than when it has like the perfect pack and stuff like that, when it's like completely over-engineered its option packs to the point where it gives it more operational time. Because it's a prototype. The G Self is the losing mobile suit in the Moon People Toasanga's like next generation mobile suit. But then the behind the scenes that are like Ida's fucking actual family are like, no, we're gonna send this to Earth to find the kids, and they're gonna come back and they're gonna rule the moon because they're the rightful royal family and like all this. Like there's so many fucking subplots and just dumb shit. Like and it goes so slow to go so fast. Also, let's not forget Yogg-Drill, with its beam tree.
Oh, fuck that. Miss me with that, man. I don't want to hear about
it's just no, it's a fucking
tree.
pyramid with an eyeball on it that fucking shoots beam roots at people. Yeah, it's like Yogg-Drill's the tree of life, like, or the world tree. So when it shoots out beams, it looks like it's a tree. It's like fucking the beam technology in G-Reco is the dumbest shit ever, because sometimes they try and make it look like Macross missiles. And I'm just like, boy, fucking stop with that. The GIT lab's fucking nutty.
Could be.
But yeah,
that would be why the emulators wanting to pause.
The GIT lab stuff, like that next level shit, is just stupid. Also, there's a really buff chick, really buff chick that taught something called the Zagaki, which is like their attempt to like remake Xeon amphibious suits.
Oh, you gotta wait.
And she fucking they put a fucking pull-up bar in it for her.
Oh, jeez.
So she could get jacked
While
even
fighting.
more. Yeah. Like, it's next level. Like, just the dumb shit that they'll put in there. Like I said, really hoping the movie kind of slows the pace down, gets rid of some of the filler that doesn't make sense, and explains other shit that needs to make sense. Also, the main character might be a new type. We don't know. We think he is. Which is like the first time the new types make an appearance since like fucking Victory Gundam in the timeline. So, yeah, I guess Char's dad was talking out of his ass with all that, huh?
I wonder how UC would have went if they didn't kill Char's dad.
Probably about the same, because he wanted independence anyway. It's just
might have taken longer.
Yeah, the zombies were just more militaristic about it, but eventually he's a fucking crackpot. He would have said, now let's make an army. So it just would have been slightly longer, but probably about the same. The real question is, what would have happened if they didn't blow up the fucking Lapis colony?
Yeah.
And they just had independence to begin with.
Nothing would have happened.
Oh, they probably would have tried to invade Earth for, like, more resources, though. Because really, when the 1 Year War started, they were trying to get people off Earth. They're like, get the fuck out. But also, we own you. So anything cool you make, it's ours. Because, like, the colonies were still heavily dependent on Earth. Earth didn't start becoming dependent on the colonies until, I want to say, after the first Neo-Zeon War, where, like, Earth has, like, suffered 5 colony drops at this point, and it's just like they've lost a bunch of... What'd you say?
Makuve's got a new route now.
I think this is the one that unlocks the next part.
Right on.
So we would call this here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't think Earth becomes dependent on the colonies until like after the first Neo-Zeon War, which is one reason why Char's super pissed. He's like, they're just using the colonies now and polluting Earth still. But yeah, when it started, there's like, get all these motherfuckers off Earth so we're not overpopulated. Like, get the fuck out. So yeah, and then going by dust, the Earth Federation collapses in like UC 170, and they just like collapse under their own weight. So the colonies get their freedom eventually anyway, and then it leads to the fucking G-Savior, and then eventually, like hundreds of years after that, turn A.
All right, Jacob, your choice.
Mobile suit.
Black Ricteus.
Clay bazooka.
Yeah.
Nice.
Double Zeta with beam rifle. Nice. That's good.
No, single Zeta.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh wow, look at that Humverbee.
Ooh, arm beam cannon. The rare one.
Ah, okay.
No.
Let's see. Let's go take a look at Le Zeta. Oh, I got the Garibaldi Beta now.
Oh, nice.
Look at them stats.
Yeah.
This man being like, I cost so much.
That's a very smooth transition.
Yeah, considering it's such a complicated fucking transformation, they do that in like 5 frames.
Wow, his head just fucking goes.
Yeah, it disappears. Down into the chest you go.
Yep. That's a good model.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very
It
sharp
sure
looking
is.
model.
Yeah.
And there's a Rick Diaz with the clay bazooka.
Those stats are pretty modest.
Yeah.
Why do they call it the clay bazooka? I never understood that.
The rocket shell is adhesive, and clay is kind of tacky and sticky.
Should have just called the plastique bazooka. But no. And then we got, what was it? The Humverbee. With the arm beam.
Yeah.
I remember when I first seen the Humverbee, it freaked me the hell out, just the way it looked.
Get me to the ocean.
Yeah.
Look at the blue gradient on its shoulders when it's transformed.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking awkward fucking blue transition.
Nice.
It doesn't keep
Also,
its
there's
arms
like,
out like
what,
that.
11 mono eyes on the Humverbee?
1,
Something
2,
like that.
3, 4, 5, 6.
No, there's more.
There's 1 there, 2 on the shoulders, 2 in the face. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5.
Wait, look it up. No, because I want to say there's more. I want to say there's like 11. Untransformer, I think there's some on the back too. It's like just something stupid.
4, 5.
No, yeah, huh. Let me
Yeah,
look
just
here.
5. I don't see why it needs that many mono eyes.
How do you spell the Hummer? Pull that up real quick. How do you spell the Humverbee? Oh, it's not. It's Hammurabi. It's actually Hum.
That's a good model.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold its arms like that when it's transformed in GBO.
I like how I type in Hammurabi and the Zeta Gundam pops up. I enjoy this.
I like that. That's
Show mobile suit. I don't want the Google Pixel 5. Ugh.
Miss me with that.
Yeah, it's got a new phone. Alright, pull up our favorite image. Holy shit, I forgot that guy's name was Brave Cod.
Yeah. He's a brave one.
That Cod.
Go to OBS, thank you. Not to Chrome. Just waiting on Jacob's answer about how many eyes that damn thing has.
Trying to find it, I know. I'm trying to find the I think it's under trivia. No it's not. I have to read. Do your outro.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this round. We're getting really close to the end of this game. This is crazy. Or campaign anyway. Make sure you check out Rob's channel. It's Flail-Throughs. You can find it under my channel's description. Or not channel's description, but the channel page on my channel, which makes no sense. And Jacob doesn't do YouTube yet, but if he ever starts, I'll make sure to link his channel. But I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and we shall see you guys later.
Take care.
Have a great week, and it was 5.
5? I was right.
Okay.
Oh.